Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Naman Suri and right now I'm in front of the Wankhede Stadium where the press briefing for the announcement of the Indian Test squad for the upcoming England tour in the new World Test Championship cycle has just been completed. The selection committee has all left by now, but it all started to unfold 11 a.m. in the morning, around 11:30ish, when all the selection committee members started to come into the BCCI premises, the offices, and they started to discuss the make decisions around who all will fit in this new test side that is going to take the field in England. Now it started with Devajit Sekia, the BCCI secretary, who came into the BCCI premises first in his vehicle, followed by Subrojit Banerjee, who also came in a bit later, who walked in to be precise, and then Ajit Agarkar came in his car, parked his car, and then walked into the BCCI office, and where they sat for an hour and a half and more to discuss which all player will be heading to England this season. Now the T20 season is almost done and dusted, and we are about to embark on a new era, an era that is going to be post Virat Kohli, post Rohit Sharma, post Ashwin era. It is going to be known like that. It is now the era of Shubman Gill and Rishabh Pant. Shubman Gill will be leading the test side to England, and he will be the captain. Under his leadership, now India embarks and begins a new World Test Championship cycle. A lot of places were on grabs, and a lot of new and a lot of decisions have been made in this regard. Now a test captain is required to work around 15 hours, lead a side 15 hours a day. It's not a very easy task. It requires to adapt to different situations that are constantly changing, and conditions and things that are out of your hand. And you might be very good at your primary skills, but the character of the person is tested, and the selection committee at this point in time has decided that Shubman Gill is the right person to do that. He has the character, he has the calmness in him that we have seen in the way he has led Gujarat Titans to the playoffs this season, and most probably ahead as well. His calmness on the field, his demeanor has shown that he is very much capable of leading this test side to England. Now Rishabh Pant, one India's best wicketkeeper batter at this point in time, has also been selected as the vice captain. He is almost India's one of best overseas batters. He has done phenomenally well across overseas tours for India, and he fully deserves his vice captaincy call up. Now he will be also heading. He had a very poor IPL season, but both formats are different, and now with the red ball in place, his all new game will be visible for everyone to see, and this is what we are also going to see. Now heading towards the team, there are a lot of new call-ups into this team. Shubman Gill will be leading the side. Rishabh Pant will vice captain, as already said. Yashasvi Jaiswal, the mainstay of Indian opening now with Rohit Sharma left, is going to most likely partner with KL Rahul at the top. KL Rahul might have been in the reckoning of captaining this side, but the right decision was made. He was relieved of this burden, like most probably Delhi Capitals did, and the beast in carnage that KL Rahul has been over the years for whichever side he has played was unleashed. We have seen it time and time again in the Australia tour as well, now in the IPL as well. He has been phenomenal despite a turbulent career as a test batter. Despite moving up and down, he has consistently shown that he is capable of doing whatever is required of him, and for the next 2 years, hopefully a particular spot is given to him, and he will be flourishing at that point in time. Following this, Sai Sudarshan, who has had a phenomenal domestic season and now the IPL as well, he's leading the scoring charts, orange cap. He's reckoning of that as well. Then we have Abhimanyu Iswaran, someone who has been consistently performing at the domestic circuit. He has been in the Indian 8 tours for a long time now. He was in Australia with the side as well. But at some point in time, you believe that the management is still not confident enough to give him the chance. He is going to stick around most likely as the backup opener. And then there is Karun Nair, a phenomenal batter, someone who has had a stellar of a domestic season. He led with Dharba to the Ranji Trophy glory, and with 863 runs in 9 Ranji games. That tells you the kind of season he has had with the red ball till now, and most likely we will see it in England as well. He is also, by the way, the second Indian to score triple century after Virendra Sehwag. So he has something in his arsenal that we are going to see. It's a comeback for him. It's a good news for India's side that an experienced batter will be there with the young ones to guide them, to help them. And then there is also Nitish Kumar Reddy, who hasn't had the best of the season, but the way he had batted in Australia is going to be important. He is going to be an important player because he has shown time and time again that he is a very crucial player for India, and that is why he has again been selected. Then comes the veteran, the senior player Ravindra Jadeja, who has always been there for India, and he will continue to be. Dhruv Jurel, the second keeper batter, he has also been good in the India A tours in Australia. He has been good for India in the test side as well when they played in India. And he is most likely to be the backup if there's no open batting or specialist batter spot available. He is going to act as the backup keeper to the vice captain Rishabh Pant. Washington Sundar, the other spinner alongside Ravindra Jadeja, is also going to head to England. And then comes Shardul Thakur, someone who has had a phenomenal domestic season, who has time and time shown again that dropping him was the wrong choice. He is India's go-to bowling all-rounder, and that's what Ajit Agarkar also said. Shardul Thakur is their bowling all-rounder, and that's why he is the way he has performed in the domestic circuit, and that's why he is heading to the England tour, for the England tour. Then comes Jasprit Bumrah. He will not be playing 5 tests in a row because of the fragile body he has. Irrespective, he was in the consideration for the captaincy. He has been in the top of his game till now, but because what happened on the last day of Sydney Test kind of has urged the management to decide whether to continue with Jasprit Bumrah, because if they had elected Jasprit Bumrah as the captain, they would have to constantly change because his body won't be able to take 5 matches in a row, and that is what the management also said, that he will not be playing 5 matches in this test series. That is a 5-match series. He won't be playing all of those matches. So Jasprit Bumrah, direct selection, no doubt about it. There were consideration for captaincy, but now it is clear Shubman Gill will be leading the side. Mohammad Siraj also comes back. He was dropped from the white ball team, but he will remain in the red ball team, and the way he has been bowling in the IPL, it kind of is a positive news that he will be coming into that England tour with good form. Now coming to others, Prasidh Krishna is the purple cap holder in the IPL this season, and he has also been brilliant with the way he has been bowling. Injuries has been a bit of a concern for him, but he will be heading to England tour. Then comes Akashdeep. Akashdeep also is struggling right now with injuries. He hasn't been consistent, hasn't had the best of form in the IPL. But both of these formats, again saying it out, both of these formats are different. Akashdeep with the swing available on those England pitches will be very crucial for this Indian side. Coming to Arshdeep, someone who has played county cricket recently and showed the Indian side, Indian management, that he is very much capable of being involved in the red ball format as well. He has done it in the Indian domestic circuit as well. He has done it in the county as well, and that's why he is going to Arshdeep. And the final player, the last spinner that is going to be heading to England will be Kuldeep Yadav. Ravichandran Ashwin has retired now. Kuldeep Yadav and Washington Sundar are going to be the most likely Kuldeep Yadav is going to be the go-to bowler, go-to spinner, but there is also Washington Sundar and Ravindra Jadeja who will be there as the spinning option. So that is what the press conference has resulted in. This is the new squad, this is the new era. India will be heading into a new era under the leadership of Shubman Gill. I'm Naman Suri reporting for Rev Sports outside of Wankhede.